Alright, hey everybody, Chef Roshow cooking. We're doing cooking to plating today, different from Friday where I showed you guys how to cook for multiple people. But today is going to be a regular episode of the Chef Roshow cooking to plating. I have some already prepped stuff, I have the water going, I have some stuff already out to go in the oven. But first of all, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, to my brother Isaiah, to my brother Al, to my future father-in-law, John O'Neill. Happy Father's Day. And for me, this is actually special as well. My father passed away about 6 years ago. He's also one that I looked at for cooking and baking and everything. So just happy Father's Day to all those that have lost their fathers. So tonight, I'm going to start off, I already got water boiled like I said. So I'm going to do the pasta pretty soon. And it's been boiling for 15 minutes. I just wanted to have that stuff prepped for you guys. I was at 400, got some asparagus that's going to go in there. I've already peeled some garlic I'm going to use, and I'm really just going to show you some techniques, just how to do garlic. I showed you guys that the first episode of Chef Roshow, but I'm just going to go back and show you some of that. So right now, I'm going to put some vegetable oil in the water. Let's say that's about 1 teaspoon, and then I'm going to do some garlic salt in the water as well. Again, like I mentioned in the first one, you want to get the water some flavor, especially when you're doing pasta. You want to get that some flavor. Now I'm going to put some pasta in there. Doing spaghetti, if anybody wants to know about that. I'm going to break it up. I'm actually going to separate it because I don't want it to go everywhere. And again, this is, I'll say about 3 days to a week's work, just depending on how hungry you get. And I'm cooking for 2 people as well. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope everybody's still having a good Father's Day. Now, my East Coast people, I know you're probably about to go to sleep, or you're staying up again. Alright, now that's in there. I'm just going to take the tongs and just move that around a little bit. Now I'm going to open another bag in a second. Pasta is very unusual when you're doing portion size. Again, you probably just need to know what those people eat, how much they eat, and then you can always save it for later. Some people might have a technique. I just take a handful or so and just like, this should be enough for a week or so. So that's going. I'm going to do that for about 10 minutes. Just go back and see, just make sure that pasta is good to go. Now I'm going to go to, first I'm going to do the garlic. Now I've already peeled the garlic, and now I'm actually going to start mincing it. So, kind of showed you guys this before, but we're going to go over this again. Now to mince it, this is a good knife to use to mince it. You can use any knife you want, but this is a real good knife to use. I'm going to take your palm and just do that. Now I'm going to cut it up because I want some little pieces as well. Now, same again, do that, take your palm. Perfect. Now again guys, if you have questions or comments, go ahead and say them and I'll answer them. My beautiful fiance, she is filming and she'll tell me those guys. Now pasta is one of my favorite things to cook. I can say that. It's filling. I just love the flavor of it, the taste, and there's so many different ones. Spaghetti, if I had to give a rank out of all the pastas you can eat, that's probably in the middle of the pack for me. But I still like it. bowl right here, and I'm gonna wait till the end to put that in. I just want to get this out the way. The next thing is tomatoes. Now the tomato is gonna go on top of asparagus. Asparagus is gonna go in the oven for about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna use the whole entire tomato. I'm actually gonna get a different knife. And this smaller knife. Yeah, that's better cut. No particular way I'm doing it. I'm going this way first, and then I'm just coming back and get little square pieces. Now the end is pretty weird to cut, but it's alright, just make it work. Again, this is how I cook. This is how I prep. You guys can do it any type of way, but I'm just showing you how I do it. I'll give a shout out to Taylor Pfeiffer. I saw the salmon you were cooking, looked good. I appreciate your shout out to me as well. Now I'm just going to put this over asparagus. Now I'm going to take this little bowl right here, put some balsamic vinegar. About 2 tablespoons. And soy sauce. I'm just going to probably use almost what's left of this. We're going to see. Yeah. Still got a little left. You know what? Just go ahead. I could save that for something. Put some garlic powder in it. Some chili powder. My 2 favorite ingredients that I use on almost everything. And then we can put regular salt on it. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to start with this. Nice swirl. Now I take the brush and just brush this. Now you may ask why I'm not just pouring it over. If I pour it over, it's not going to give it what I would want. So I'm going to brush these instead. I know it can be time consuming, but it really isn't. I'm going to do this once over one more time. Okay. Take the sauce. I'm just going to move some tomatoes because I want some potatoes more on top. Over here, put that flavor in there. Now I'm going to take some salt again. Just going to salt this. Just a little bit. Now this is going to go in the oven for about 10 minutes. 400. Put the timer on. Alright, now that's going. Alright, now we got the chicken. Again, if you can clean up a little bit, go ahead. That will save some time. Got some chicken tenders in here, and I'm going to put that. Alright. I'm going to take something very unusual. Brown sugar for people that don't really use sugar or any type of fruit in their cooking. You should. It brings out a nice flavor when you use brown sugar. You just got to know the combinations. Sweet and salty, kind of what the theme has been the last 3 weeks. You always want to try to get that because your body craves sweet and salty. Once you have sweet and salty, you really don't want anything after that. So try to do that. So again, I'm going to start with garlic powder. And since I'm cooking it all, since I'm seasoning it all in a bowl, I want it all covered. So some chili powder. Same thing, just want to cover. I'm taking some red pepper, cayenne. Onion. Sorry, onion powder. Alright. Salt. This is 1 tablespoon. That covers that with 1 tablespoon. Take this, move that around. Just gonna put a little bit more of that. Sorry, cayenne pepper, a little bit more chili powder. Now when you're doing this, you kind of want everything covered. So I had some on the bottom that didn't get covered, and even when I started mixing ingredients. So I'm doing that one more time, and this should be good. A little bit more salt. And again, onion powder. Now I'm taking just half of that, so it's going to be half a teaspoon. Do it again. Mix everything around. It should be good. I'm going to let this sit for a little bit before I put it on. I'm going to check the pasta. I'm going to rinse this off. Alright. Oh, that's good. Alright, I'm going to give it another minute. Turn it off actually. Alright. I have 5 minutes left on asparagus. I'm going to let this sit over here. Now, we'll get some things going. Teaspoon of butter. Put it on the pan. Get it nice and swirling. Now I had this on low, so I wouldn't have to heat it up. Wait for it to heat up when I put it on to medium. handle with this one. This one's for vodka sauce, actually. So the spaghetti is going to go in the vodka sauce. Do sample here. This is pretty easy dinner, I'd say. Nothing too complicated besides the ingredients that I use for chicken. Going like that. Now I'm going to bring stuff up to medium. And once that does that for about, I'm gonna count 30 seconds in my head, and then I'm going to put the chicken on. Got 3 minutes left with asparagus. Alright. Now, you're going to do 4 minutes and 4 minutes on each side for the chicken. Once I get some action, I'm going to count my 4 minutes. So I'm going to put the chicken on. Up a little bit. Vodka sauce on here.
Someone, they may have just joined, they're asking about how you season the chicken today.
Oh, whoever joined how I season the chicken, I use brown sugar, I use garlic powder, chili powder, red pepper, cayenne, onion powder, and like I mentioned before, the brown sugar. Right. Pasta's done. Pasta. Vodka sauce is going. Got a lot of things moving around. Got about 1 minute left on that. So now I'm just kind of playing the waiting game for this, but I'm just actually gonna check it. Maybe we could get it out a little early. All right, so let's take a look at that. Take a fork. I'm actually going to do that for another 2 minutes. But other than that, that's good. The reason why I did the bottom, because the bottom part is the thickest of the asparagus.
Someone who just wants to join, or someone who just joined wants to know like all the dishes that you're making.
So all the dishes I'm making chicken. I don't even know what to call this type of chicken, but like I said again, brown sugar, cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I have some vodka sauce going. Pasta, spaghetti's gonna go in that soon. I'm gonna put some mozzarella on top of that. Got the asparagus, season it with balsamic vinegar, soy sauce, chili powder, and garlic powder and salt. So yeah, we got a lot of things going on, and I have garlic bread I'm gonna do as well after I finish with that. So we got a lot of things going on, but a lot of simple things. Doesn't take too long. Obviously, I'm almost done, and it hasn't even been 30 minutes. So that's kind of what you want when you're cooking. Find something good and quick at the same time. Now, if you want to spend an hour for it, let's go ahead and do it. Like me, I love doing that, especially when I'm cooking for people. I might spend 2 hours, 3, 4 just depending on the meal I'm prepping. So now, like I said, this is a quick meal, so go ahead and make it. Now I got some action. All right, it was 2 minutes since I got some action because I know that because of that. We have another minute in there, and now the vodka sauce is gone. All right, now I'm put some garlic salt on the vodka sauce. And I'm gonna add some heat, so I'm gonna put some cayenne pepper. All right. Now a lot of things are going on, but it's all right. That's about to come out. Put the fan on. Now we're just moving. All right. I'm actually going to take this and I want to flip it this way right now. Got that nice color on there. Nice color. All right. Now I'm just taking this. Put a little bit more vodka sauce on there. Alright, now we're moving, I haven't forgot about the asparagus. Just moving. I'm going to bring this back down to low so I don't have to worry about too much stuff that's being cooked. Asparagus is done. Now it's going to cool in that rack. Now I'm just going to put some garlic powder on here. I'm just going to throw this in here. Put 2 minutes on it. Now we're moving.
People are saying you're making magic in the kitchen and getting compliments on your sizzling asparagus.
Thank you.
Someone else says it looks amazing.
Alright, we got spaghetti going now. Put that on low. Put a little bit more. And I'm going to put some parsley on it as well. Start moving stuff out my way right now. Sorry, that's cilantro. Yes. Again, if you missed this last week and the week before, scissors, perfect. You don't have to take it off, you don't have to chop it up, and you're perfect. A nice little hat. Yes, we're moving, but that's alright.
People are thankful for the life hack with the scissors.
Garlic bread is done.
Can I go on the other side?
Yes, please. I'll put some butter on it and a little bit of salt, but I think we're good after that. Alright. I'm going to do one more thing to the pasta. Put some Zinfandel wine, add a little bit of flavor to that. Yes, I'm adding red wine. Now, I would add a wine that you're going to drink with it, the same one. If you add a different one, that's up to you, but that's what I would do. Just want some flavor, more flavor into that. Now, this is how I do it. If you don't want to add wine, don't. I'm not going to judge you if you don't. I just want to do that today. Add a little bit of this. A little red pepper. Alright. Now we're moving. That. Now I'm going to add some of this mozzarella. And bring the heat up to that a little bit. Other than that, we're done. I'm going to switch these real quick. Heat to it. A little bit more basil. There you go. Put that. Now, just going to rinse this off. Put some butter on the bread. I'm looking good. Now I'm going to start the plate. I'm going to start moving stuff out the way. Take this. Chicken. just going to say, when you're cooking all this, the kitchen's going to be really hot. As you can see, I'm a little bit sweating. But that is alright. The fan is on, the window's open. Can't complain. Now I'm going to take the pasta. Plating takes some time, so don't get frustrated. You just want to make it look as nice as you can with whatever you use. And there you go. There you have it. Woo! Sweating out here, guys. Right now, I still got some more stuff to cook, but I wanted to get you guys from when I cook to plating. This is just cooking for the rest of the week, so not worried about showing you the finished process of that. You guys know what you guys can do. Take your time with some things. Prep. If you want to get plating down, it's just about looking at go on Pinterest. Watch shows like Brunch with Bobby Flay, Cook Paradise, and everything. Ooh, I'm sweating. And yeah, that's basically about it. That's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, comment. Next week, we're going to be doing a giveaway for baked goods. I'll tell you what that giveaway will be and how you guys can get it. All right. Peace out, guys.